Jolla, Europe's take on the smartphone that's running Linux with the ability to also run Android apps using Sailfish OS in an attempt to distance themselves from Google-run ecosystems or even Microsoft and Apple or basically any big tech reliance from Silicon Valley. As seen here, the phone has some pretty decent specs like the ability to run 5G with dual nano SIMs, 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, expandable up to 2 terabytes, with user replaceable back covers and physical switches to turn off microphone Bluetooth when you don't want to connect to anything. And these are coming from the same people that used to work with Nokia, in which I'll cover in a bit. Now, it's not the first time a company is making a phone based off of Linux. Librem from Prism, this one runs Pure OS, which is another OS that's not based off of Android, with the ability to physically shut down parts of the phone like internet, Bluetooth, or even the camera and microphone. And you can even play a couple games on it too. The downside would be its price to performance, and for a somewhat more affordable solution, Pine64 has pinephone with the ability to distro hop through microSD. The beta edition with 16 gigs of storage and 2 gigs of RAM starts at $149.99, while the one with 32 gigs of storage and 3 gigs of RAM going at $199.99, almost $200. The Pinephone Pro, almost $400 for better specs. And you would think those are your only options. The idea of the Linux phone goes far back. The Nokia N900, first released on November 11th of 2009, running MIMO 5 before Android was a thing. And I've actually used a phone like this. The only downside with Nokia is they stopped innovating, even selling themselves to Microsoft. So this company picked up where Nokia left off. And in 2013 is when they really started to get into making smartphones. But other than that, Linux phones at its current state isn't ready for daily use. And I sure hope that one day that will change. But that's just my take on it so far. So